Okay, Colleen, I'm going to review a lesson from today, and you were hitting it a ton better at the end. And you know, much like I was explaining in Kevin's video, if you guys review each other's video there, that little bit of cupped wrist at the top really has the club face open. What we would want to do is see the club face on this side, and if that wrist really flattened out, it would help you a lot there. Let's see if we can get one here for you. That would be a good model. The reason I kept stressing club face today for both of you is that that's what causes the over the top. Well, first of all, that's what causes the weak hits, an open club face, right? And if you have any weak hits that are kind of doing this, you're going to start swinging too far to the left or over the top coming down. Okay, so it's a matter of getting you into a little square position. I want to try to find a model here that we can use for you. Let's see what we got here. There's a wrist position that I really like. Flat. Left palm is facing more up at the sky. When you cup your left wrist that much, you really set the club face open. You see where her club face is here? On this side of the club. You see where yours is open there? Okay, that's part of the issue. Now you have, as I said before, good eye-hand skills, and you're very athletic, and you've learned to play some pretty good golf with that motion, but that's, I think, you know, not why you're coming for lessons, because you want to get better at golf. And as long as we have an open club face, we're going to have some of that swing right there. And it's always going to be hard to get over that club face because it's always going to be the downswing is always going to be an attempt to close it, when I'd just rather keep it completely closed all the way. So you guys can help each other with this, I think. If we go back here, and you said I want to take this away a little bit at a time. I don't want my club looking over there. That would normally be a little more square position, but for you and for Kevin, I want the club looking down at the ball that way. In other words, the angle of the face would be like this at that point. And then when you come down, we want it even turned down more. So you could say to me, I'm not hitting everything, missed, you know, both directions. I'm hitting solid, very solid shots like I did today, 15 yards more on each iron. But they're going left. Then we can maybe we go a little bit more neutral with the grip. Move the ball back, and a couple other things that we can do to keep you inside, but we have to get you feeling like this. This is what the bottom line of this is. For long-term improvement, we've got to get some of this. Have to get that. Not that. Here's a club face here, which is already starting to turn down, right? There's a club face there, which is late. Now, as you begin your downswing, you're only like 0.0 something seconds from hitting the ball. So it can't be as consistent as we want it. It's so much related to your club face, what you're doing. There comes the heel up as she starts down, because she's not trying to manipulate the face, right? That some of your hang back is related to an open face as well. And see, look at it, it's still open. Watch hers when she comes through. Look where it's looking. Let's take a look here. Right there, club face looking right over there. Your club face is still looking out this way. So that's that roll down with the palm coming down to the ground that we want you to work on. So what you're going to do is you're going to connect with me here in a week or so and say, I got my distance back. Everything's a lot more solid. This, by the way, you're doing better at. And this will be directly proportional to a square club face. If the club face stays open, there's always going to be a little bit of hang back, because you're trying to square it. You're hanging back and flipping the club over. Okay, so we're going to have a little stronger grip for now. We're going to move the ball back in your stance slightly. We're going to keep the face shut. You can check it halfway back. Is it looking down at the ground? Is it looking at the ball? And I'm going to feel my hands released nice and early. And then you see where you are right now. If you can get there, you could get there earlier, but we have to come from inside to do it. How do we come from inside? We hit a consistent hook / draw. I'll take this video and explain even further how your actions are affecting the swing pattern. Yeah, I'd probably stay centered a little bit more over the ball. But we know that you tend to throw the club head at the ball and let it pass your hands a little bit early here for an early release. The early release is your form of hitting the ball because the club face gets open. Club face is still open there. You see that? Right, and that's, I can still see the glove there. No rollover. And although we're doing better on this, I want to keep working with you on it to improve. In other words, for the long haul and for the short term, we've got to get the club face square. And I believe that your reflexive actions in the downswing will change a lot. The face, I want to get it so closed that you have to get your body turning through the ball. But again, I'll come back to, as long as it's open, you're going to throw it and hang back a little bit to try to square it. That's the swing of someone whose club face is open and you're trying to get it square. And then eventually, sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. You've played to a very fine level of club golf with it. But I can get you more yardage and more consistency if we keep the club face square, looking down at the ball going back, rolling your hands coming through and joining the body in the dance. So that's the only way we're going to get back down on the inside, which will be your most effective path into the ball. And also I told Kevin that he should come by, even if it's for 30 minutes, as long as those yips on the chipping last till we get that out of there, because he's lacking confidence because of some mechanical errors in the swing, which I pointed out in his video, so you can take a look at that too. Okay, it was good seeing you guys again, and keep playing, keep sticking to the program, and you should not be losing distance. That should be the least of your worries. Okay, we'll see you soon.